look at how to get started using our stats calculator in the GraphLock web app. So first, let's open our calculator and then go up to our menu to choose the stats. Notice it'll appear down in your bottom right corner. There's two different ways that you can use these features. You can either enter in your data directly, or we can store our data in a list to use. So in this first example, let's just enter in our data directly. Notice if I go here and I click mean right away, I get a pop-up telling me to please hit the eval button first. So what this means, if you ever want to do an actual calculation, you must always click eval first and make sure it's highlighted. That tells us we are then trying to calculate something and find an answer. So now I can select mean, and I'm just going to type in a couple of values here to find the mean of. And we get an answer of 5. Now let's look at, well, what if we want to store our data in a list and then pull it from the list? Notice if I click L1, I get a pop-up telling me L1's empty. We know this, we haven't input anything yet. But the reason I got this pop-up is because this eval button is highlighted. Remember, the eval button means we are trying to calculate something. So I simply uncheck our eval button and select which list I'd like to enter. So now I'm going to use my keyboard this time to enter in some values. And let's say this is list 1. Now, in order to use list 1, though, I must first store it. And I get a pop-up saying L1 is stored. In order to use it, we know we must click the eval button first. So if I want to find the mean of L1, click evaluate, because we're trying to calculate something, and let's find the mean of L1. And we get the answer to be 9.8 repeating. Notice if I don't have that eval button highlighted and I just simply click L1, it's going to pull our list right back out so we can edit it or change it, whatever we need to do. So that's how you can get started using our stats calculator on our GraphLock web app.